What's up, Pacer Nation? It's your boy, Rex Solo, All NBA. Just wanted to touch bases real quick, man. And I kind of wanted to just touch on a real quick subject, man. I ain't gonna waste too much of your time, man. But, you know how people, we get these rookies in the league and people tend to judge them after their first year, which, it really don't make no sense to me. How do you judge a player after their first year? I think sometimes we forget how young these players are. You know what I'm saying? 19 years old, 20-year-old players, man. These are babies, man. They can't even get in the club yet. They can't even turn up a bottle yet. But yet still, y'all put these expectations on them. And y'all fail to consider that these are still babies, man. These boys are still developing mentally in the mind. Like they 19, 20 years old. They got into the league based on their talents. It's very rare that you find a 19-year-old, I ain't gonna call them child, man, but they are all grown men. But you very find one that's mature beyond the age. Put yourself in the 19, 20-year-old shoes, coming from the neighborhood, grew up not having too much of nothing, and then becoming rich overnight. Millionaire overnight. You don't think that's gonna mess with that man's head? You don't think all the fame and notoriety that they get gonna mess with their head? It takes time for these young men to mature as men and life in general, but especially when you rich overnight. You famous overnight. As soon as you drafted, you rich and famous. You gotta give these boys time to digest everything that's coming their way. And it ain't gonna happen in the first year. It's not. I don't care how good they look. And I'm really touching on this for Bennedict Mathurin, man. Bennedict Mathurin, man. What kills me is people can say, he's gonna be the sixth man. That's his ceiling, the sixth man. Are you serious? This is the second year, and you saying his ceiling is the sixth man off the bench? Are you serious? Are you serious when Chad said that their future depends on Bennedict Mathurin's development? You had your boy from the Draymond Green get on his podcast and say the same thing. He was like, Halliburton's a super, gonna be a great player, all Hall of Fame. He said, but the future depends on Bennedict Mathurin. You know why? Because he got that it factor. Everybody see it. He got that it factor. He just needs time to develop. Rick Carlisle knows he got it. And that's why he coached him the way he is. Now, I'm gonna be honest. I think he may be a little too hard on him. Just a little bit. But when you're dealing with a talent like Ben Mathurin, you have to be consistent in what you say and what you do and how you treat him and the messages that you send to him. He's just too good and too talented to mess him up. You can mess him up if you sending missed messages to him. And so far, I think Rick Carlisle is doing a great job with him. I think he's doing a good job with him. Yeah, it's times, we like put Bennedict Mathurin Star Atlanta. Look, as a former basketball player, I know the stigma. I know how I feel. I never came off the bench, but I know how I feel if I was to come off the bench. Because I know how I feel about being just pulled out the game and have to sit down on the bench. Now imagine if I was coming off the bench. Does it really matter? It don't. But to a basketball player, it does. It does. It does matter. But, like I said, when I was playing basketball, I was young. I wasn't mature. I wasn't mentally mature to understand the benefits that could come with coming off the bench, even though I never came off the bench. So it's going to take time for the mental development of these players, man. It usually take about a good 3 years. Think about Kobe Bryant. Kobe Bryant he wasn't that good when he first started in the league, but he had the it factor. The talent was there. We seen it. But when he got in the league, he wasn't that good. But now look what happened to him. Hall of Famer, man. One of the best that ever played the game. Because it takes time. No one comes into the league. Very few, put it like that. Very few come into the league their first year and thrive the way like we think they should. You know, and if they do, it's because mentally they're more mature than most men, most people in that situation. They're more comfortable. It's like when you start a new job, that first week, well, you're nervous. You don't want to talk to nobody. You try to do your best. You know what I'm saying? You don't know what everything's about. You know, you come to work, you work. You nervous, right? Because you don't know nobody. You don't know better. You don't know the ins and outs of that job or what not to do, what to do. You know, you come in there, you put your head down, you working because you new. You don't know nothing. Let 2 or 3 months go past. Now you're talking crazy to the manager. You know what I'm saying? Like, because now you got a good feel of the job. You know how to do your job. You got a good feel of the atmosphere. You know what I'm saying? Now you're comfortable. You in there. And that's the job. About 3 months, you should be in there. But the league, about 3 years. You know why? Because it's way much more pressure that's involved. Way much more expectations that's involved. Way much more things that you have to deal with now that you got money. You got to deal with your own imperfections. You got to deal with your own thoughts. You got to discipline yourself. You got to deal with all that. You got to deal with a lot. Keeping in mind, you're still young. I think as fans, we got to remember that these young men are young men. They're not grown men. They're not 30, 40 years old. These are 19, 20. Like, I got kids that age that still depend on my guidance. So what makes them any more different? We got to be patient with them. Bennedict Mathurin is going to be a superstar. He has all the attributes. He has the talent. He has the mental competitiveness, that fire. He has the body structure. He has that it factor. And he shows us in spurts. He shows us that he could take over a game. He just got to develop. He just got to develop. So my hot take is, after the All-Star break, you're going to see a little bit more of what Bennedict Mathurin is. But in year 3, I'm expecting that to be the breakout year for Bennedict Mathurin. Year 3, I'm expecting him to take off. Just like Paul George. And I said the same thing. I remember my boy, he was like, this Lance Stevenson team, this Lance Stevenson, this first year rookie Paul George, you know what I'm saying? Second year rookie Paul George, the Lance Stevenson, I said, yeah, Stevenson's good, but I said, this is Paul George's team. Year 3 came, he took off. Took off. So let us all be patient. This is a little quick video, man. Big ups to the Pacers, man. We won this ugly game. It was an ugly game. I'm gonna be honest with you. I thought we was gonna lose it. You know what I'm saying? Based off the last game, I'm like, shoot, we ain't gonna win this game. I went in there and started playing 2K, and I just started listening to the game. Matter of fact, I didn't even get to see the last part of the game. You know what I mean? Because I just knew we was about to blow this one. You know what I mean? But we pulled it off though. It was an ugly one. But it's good to go in on the break with a win, though. But I'm gonna get into that the game a little bit later on. But I just wanted to kind of give my opinion and voice my thought on that situation when it comes to Benedict Mathurin and these rookies that we got on our team. You know what I'm saying? We got to be a little patient with these boys. Give them year 3, even year 4 before you start making judgments on them. Sometimes it take a little bit longer. Look at Ajax. Year 3, he's starting to come out. He's starting to show us like, yeah, I can play. But that first year, that second year, it was a little shaky for Ajax. Looking Jalen Smith. Look, that boy gonna take Turner's job. I'm telling you right now. Look, I'm gonna have to do a whole nother video for this one. I don't want to keep this one that long, man. But I'm telling y'all right now, Turner's in a contract year after this season, and he's out of here. He's been exposed by the play of Jalen Smith and Isaiah Jackson. They're showing us that they can hold it down. Like I said, we're going to talk about it a little bit more later. But as far as stay, y'all keep your heads up. Rec 1, we out of here.